teachers, and students on its use. We are very excited to hear from him and to learn more about the importance of GeoGebra in teaching and learning mathematics. So, once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. We hope that today's orientation will be a valuable and enlightening experience for you. Thank you all for joining us, and let's get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Guillermo P. Bautista Jr., also known as Junior. Mr. Bautista is a science education specialist in mathematics at the UP National Institute for Science and Mathematics Education Development, or UP NISMED, and a member of the High School Mathematics Group. He has over 15 years of experience in using GeoGebra and training teachers and students on the use of GeoGebra in teaching and learning mathematics. In 2012, he was the first GeoGebra user to be awarded the title GeoGebra Ambassador by the International GeoGebra Institute, and he is currently the lead trainer of the GeoGebra Institute of Metro Manila, and only recognized GeoGebra Institute in the Philippines. He has a master's degree in mathematics from the College of Science in UP Diliman and a professional teaching certificate from the UP Open University.
2013 to 2015, Mr. Bautista was a teacher trainee at the University of Tsukuba in Japan under the Onbukaga Scholarship. He is currently taking his PhD at Johannes Kepler University in Linz, Austria, where his research focuses on using GeoGebra in integrating arts and mathematics. He will also be working on the integration of GeoGebra into 3D printing, virtual reality, and augmented reality. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Guillermo P. Bautista Jr., who will be sharing his expertise on the integration of GeoGebra in teaching and learning mathematics.
Thank you. Thank you. Is it Miss Abastar, Miss or Miss Mr. No, Abastar, no, and the companion. No, I'm sorry, I don't know the name, of course. So anyone familiar with GeoGebra among the students? May mga ano ba, nakakaalam ba ng GeoGebra or nakagamit na ba before? Maybe you can just raise your hand. No? I can see you from the camera. Can you raise your hand if you have? Oh, marami pala, marami gamit ng GeoGebra. No? So that's good because you are not entirely new to the software. No? So just like what was said earlier, GeoGebra is really a powerful software. No? And although we will be learning graphing, no, in particular in this webinar, but GeoGebra is capable of more. No? Of course, you can explore geometry, as I've said, augmented reality, virtual reality, 3D printing. No? If you're familiar with 3D printing, you can save your file as STL, no? Yung STL na extension, and then you can 3D print, no, your applets. No? So it's very, very powerful. So in any case, I have to introduce GeoGebra very briefly because I know that not all of you, no, some of you might not be familiar with the software. All right, so maybe I share my screen. One moment. Give me one moment. All right, can you see my screen? Siguro may mag-reply na isa or dalawa sa ano no sa Zoom kasi I can't hear the voices of those who are in the classroom. No? So can you see my screen? Siguro thumbs up na lang, no? Thumbs up. Nakikita po ba yung screen ko?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Okay, so this will be the talk for the morning, no, from 9 to 12, no, and hopefully hindi tayo mag-overtime, no, kasi I'm sure marami din kayong gagawin, no, and may klase pa din kayo, no. So we will be talking about GeoGebra and function arts. Bakit function arts? Because we're going to use the graph of functions, no, to draw artwork, no. Okay, so all right. So this is the outline of the talk for the morning. I'm going to introduce a bit about GeoGebra and then graphs in GeoGebra. So maraming capabilities ang GeoGebra, but we will be focusing on graphs, no? Because we will be creating artworks that are made of graphs of functions, no? And we will be talking about transformation of functions. Siguro baka hindi nyo narinig pa lang ito, but this is very familiar, no? Baka ginagawa nyo. And hindi nyo lang alam na transformation pala yung gamit, no? Yung tawag, no? And then we will be talking about domains and intervals. And then we will be doing the artwork itself, no? And then I'm going to show you the students' artwork. And itong dalawa, hindi na ito. This is for the seminar. For teachers, no? Right, so ano ba yung GeoGebra, no? So GeoGebra is a dynamic mathematics software for that combines algebra, geometry, calculus, statistics, and spreadsheet in one package, no? Maganda siya kasi sama-sama na sa isang software, no? Pwede kayo mag-graph, pwede kayo gumawa ng geometry explorations, no, geometric exploration, and then you can also do graphing, no, you can do 3D, no, so that's a very good software, no. And kung pumunta kayo kung inopen niyo yung GeoGebra, no, ang gagamitin ko sa demo na ito ay yung tinatawag natin na GeoGebra Classic, no. So ito yung itsura niya, ang GeoGebra Classic. There are many versions of GeoGebra, no, pero usually ginagamit yung GeoGebra Classic kasi nandito na siya lahat. Nandito na lahat yung if you want graphing, geometry, pwede ka nang mamili dito sa mga choices, no. Unlike if you download yung graphing, pang-graphing lang siya, no. So for me, Classic is better, no. And sa Classic, makikita nyo on the left side, no. Nakikita nyo yung GeoGebra or hindi? I should share my entire screen, I think. Okay, so nakikita nyo ba itong GeoGebra dito? Can you see it? Please thumbs up kung nakikita nyo. Okay, so good. Okay, so nakikita nyo on the top left are the tools, no? So for example, you want to draw a triangle, pwede kayong gumamit ng line segments to draw the triangle, no? And all the objects that you draw here can be seen here, no? Ito yung algebraic representation niya. Like for example, if you talk about point B, ito yung point B, di ba? Nakalagay yung kanyang coordinates, no? So what's good about it is that it's both the geometry, no, yung geometric representation niya, which is a point, and the algebraic representation, which is the coordinates, ay nakita ninyo, no? Okay, so I'm sure yung mga iba sa inyo dyan, nag-aaral na ng coordinates, tama ba? Yung mga grade, I think grade 8 pataas, no? Familiar na kayo sa coordinates. Okay? So, yan. Yung C, for example, if you put it at negative to 2, makikita nyo na coordinate siya ay negative 2, 2. And pag ginalaw ninyo itong point na ito, gumagalaw din yung coordinates niya dito. So, magkasabay, no? So, that's one of the advantages of GeoGebra, no? Now, ito yung tinatawag natin ni algebra view. Tapos pwede ka rin mag-input ng formula dito or ng command, no? Dito tinatawag natin na input bar, no? You don't have to memorize, no, yung tawag, hindi makailangan. And then dito makikita niyo yung tawag natin dito graphics view, algebra view, graphics view. So ang ginagawa sa graphics view ay diyan natin dinodrawing, no, yung mga gusto nating i-drawing or diyan tayo nag-graph, dito niyo makikita yung graph, no? And so on and so forth. No? Okay, so pwede niyo tanggalin yung mga grid niyan using the style bar. Ito yung style bar natin. So pwede niyo tanggalin yan kung hindi naman kailangan. So i-click niyo lang ito and then remove the grid, no? Remove the axis. I remove the axis, pwede rin remove the grid. Okay, so pwede nyo na-explore later, no? Pwede nyo yan ibalik. Okay? And then what else? Yan yung importante, algebra view, the graphics view, itong mga tools. Hindi natin masyadong gagamitin ng maraming tools kasi ang focus natin ay graphing, no? Pag nag-click din kayo ng object like this one, makikita nyo dito yung sa style bar niya. Tawag dito style bar. Pwede nyo baguhin yung mga kulay niyan, no? Add thickness, for example, yan, pwede nyo baguhin. And so on and so forth, no? So, bahala na kayo mag-explore, no? I'm sure na mga nagagaling yung mag-explore, no? Kasi napansin ko sa mga estudyante, no? Minsan hindi mo tinuturo, basta bigyan mo lang sila ng app. They can explore it on their own. No? So, I'm sure you can do that also, no? Ano bang importante? Yeah, another important part ng GeoGebra na gagamitin nyo is yung menu box, no? Yan. Yung menu box, dito kayo magsisave, no? There are several ways to save, no? Pwede yung, pag nag-save kayo, depende kung naka-online kayo or naka-offline. Pag naka-save kayo naka-offline, halimbawa naka-offline kayo, hindi kayo connected sa internet. Pag nag-save kayo, the same siya as download as, no? Pag dinownload as siya, para gusto nyo i-open yung GeoGebra file later, download as and then yung GGB file. Bibigyan ko kayo ng manual dito, no? So don't worry kung hindi nyo makakatch lahat. Magkakaroon tayo ng manual nito para pag gumawa kayo ng artwork niyo ay mabilis nyo siyang, madali nyo siyang maalala, no? So, download as, GeoGebra file, type the file name, and then you can go to kung saan nyo man yung inyong artwork, and then you type the name, for example, artwork 1, and then sisave nyo na. Tapos later on, i-upload nyo siya dun sa inyong GeoGebra account, no? So, i-assist kayo ng mga teachers ninyo on how to upload, no? Kasi hindi naman natin siya makagawa ngayon. Ang pag-aaral na natin ngayon ay paano ba gumawa ng artwork at ano ba yung properties ng functions na kailangan nating aralin based dun sa curriculum ninyo and paano natin gagamitin sa paggawa ng artwork. Alright? Okay, so pwede ko ba kayong maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes, no? To explore the parts of GeoGebra on your own. Pwede kayo mag-drawing, anything, no? So, 5 minutes para ma-explore niyo. So, para yung mga hindi familiar, you can explore the app on your own. And the time now is 9:39 dito sa aking laptop. So magpo-pause muna ako and I'll see you at plus 5 minutes. Sige, pwede na siguro 9:45, no? 6 minutes for you to explore the software, no? Di po? See you at 9:45. If you have questions, you can type it in the chat box para masagot natin, no? Okay, so I give you one more minute, no, para makapag-explore, and I hope you are a bit familiarized with the software, no? Well, let me share my screen once more. Okay, so sorry. Ano nang gagawin natin after this, no? We have to familiarize ourselves in graphing functions, no? Gamit ang GeoGebra, no? Paano ba tayo nag-graph, no? So as you can see on your screen, nakikita niyo po ba yung ano, yung screen, yung graphs ng mga functions, and of course circle is not a function, no? Bakit nga ba hindi function ng circle? Sige nga, maybe one can open the microphone and one student can explain bakit hindi function ng circle. Anyone? Sinong gustong sumagot? Why is circle not a function? Even those who are in Zoom can answer, of course. Can you raise your hand kung nasa Zoom kayo, and maybe the teacher, kung nasa classroom yung gusto sumagot, the teacher can assist to go to the microphone and answer. May nag-raise ba ng hand sa ano? Anyone? Bakit hindi function ng ang circle? Anyone? Wala ba nag-raise ng hand? Di ko kayo makita lahat, no? But maybe the facilitator or the technical person in the room can, or the teacher can assist the student to go to the microphone. Wala? Or you can type your answer, no? Doon sa ating ano, doon sa ating chat box. Okay, so mukhang mahiyain ng mga estudyante. So hindi siya function kasi di ba ang definition ng function, for each x there is one y, no? Diba naalala niyo yung vertical line test ninyo, no? So if we have x at x equals 5, ano na siya, dalawa na yung y niya. So maybe somewhere here yung y, and then dito also, if you draw a line here, there's another y here, no? Okay, so yun, sabi ni Miss Mariel, no? Yun nga, vertical line test, no? So pag hindi siya pumasa sa vertical line test, hindi siya function. So very good, no? Okay, so paano natin i-graph, no? How do we graph using GeoGebra? Nakikita nyo pa rin ba yung screen? Nakikita nyo yung GeoGebra sa screen niyo? Please thumbs up. Okay, good. So pag may gagawa kayo ng bagong file, you just click on new. And it depends on you if you want to save your file. So I don't want to save this. So don't save. So pag nag-graph kayo, you just type the equation here in the box, no? So for example, itong you want to graph f of x equals x squared, no? So just type f of x equals x, and then caret. Ano ba yung caret? Yun yung character na nasa taas ng number 6, no? So para maging exponent siya. So x squared. So ito na yung graph nung x squared, no? So you move tool, no? You can move the window, no? Anywhere you want, no? in any position you want. You can move the origin and your drawing also. Right? Okay, so I'm sure yung mga, I don't know, saan grade nyo pinag-aralan yung f of x? Yung notation na yan. Is it in grade 10? Meron na ba yan sa grade 10? Yung f of x? Grade 10 or grade 9? The teacher can answer, no? Saan po bang notation na yan nag-start? Meron na ba kayo niyan sa grade 10? So gagamitin natin to, no? No one is preventing anyone from using this kahit grade 9 na siya in-introduce or grade 10, no? Another function, for example, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na caret, nandun siya sa ano nyo, sa number 6, sa keyboard. So g of x is equal to ano yun? X cubed. Yan. Again, as I said earlier, you can change the color and the properties of your graph, no? Ano, gusto nyo ng kulay blue, so you just click on the graph, tapos punta kayo dito sa style bar, sa taas, and then choose the color you want, no? Okay. You can also choose thickness, yung kung gaano siya kakapal, no? So kung gusto nyo medyo mas makapal siya ng konti, pwede naman. Yan. Kung gusto nyo siyang zoom, you can use the zoom tool, yung ito, zoom in or zoom out. Pwede rin naman yung ano nyo, yung roller ng mouse nyo, no? So I'm sure you are familiar with that, no? Right? Another is ito. Sinong familiar nito? So you can use the g of x, f of x notation. Pwede rin yung y, no? Pero I think, i-advise ko sa inyo na ito yung gamitin nyo kung gagamit kayo ng function. Kasi later, pag pinutol na natin yung function, if we change the domain of the function, hindi siya gumagana dito sa notation na to, no? But just letting you know that this is also possible. For example, y. Ano ba yung graph ng y equals sin x? Yan. So yan yung graph niya, no? So I can change this to red. I can change the thickness. So ito yung graph ng y equals sin x. Right? Ano pa? Pwede rin ng inequality, no? Y is less than negative x minus 3. So ano magiging itsura niyan? Y is less than or equal to negative x minus 3. Ayun, ito yung itsura niya. Di ba? Inequality siya. Ayun ang magiging graph niya, no? Right? And lastly, you can graph the circle, no? Ano ang graph ng circle? X squared, x minus 5 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 4. So, parentheses, x minus 5 squared. 5 squared ba yun? Tama? And then plus x minus 5 squared plus y parentheses y minus 3 squared is equal to 4. Yun yung circle. Okay. Okay, so I can... All right, so yeah, it's time for you to graph this, no? As a practice exercise, pakigraph ito mga ito sa inyong GeoGebra app, no? So ito yung mga functions. I can show you the equations para mas malaki. Okay, so please graph these functions para makapag-practice kayo, no? So I'll give you 5 minutes. Kaya ba ng 5 minutes ito? 1 minute per ano? So 5 minutes to graph this function. Nasa 9:55, so 10 o'clock. I'll see you at 10 o'clock. Again, yung caret, Nasa number 6 siya. So you shift 6 at makikita nyo na umaakyat yung yung cursor ng GeoGebra, no? Para mag-graph ninyo ito. Hi, teachers. Do they need more time? I need the feedback from the teachers po. Do the students need more time? Sir Rolando, do they need more time?
Hello, sir.
Kailangan po ba nila?
As they explore the, sir, the GeoGebra.
Di ba nag-graph sila? Do they need more time to graph?
I think, sir, they are exploring naman, sir, sa GeoGebra.
Okay. So I give another 3 minutes, no? Anyway, they will graph later. They will graph more functions, no? So I'll give you 3 more minutes or Maybe, sige, hanggang 10:05, no? Kasi we'll graph a lot of functions later, so. But for now, you can, okay.
Yung grade 8, sir, okay na po yung grade 8, sir.
Okay, okay. Pero may mga ano kasi, merong mga nagtumawad, no, hanggang, sige, hanggang 10:05 para meron.
Opo, sir. Maybe yung grade 7 to, sir. Maybe ano pa. Kasi kaka-start pa lang po nila sa GeoGebra.
Okay, okay. So balik tayo ng 10:05, no? Please continue.
Yung grade 7, sir, okay na rin, sir.
Okay. Ang mukhang may isang grade level pa na hindi okay. So we'll wait for a bit. Okay, 2 more minutes. All right, so thank you, students, for exploring, no? We will proceed. No, don't worry if you haven't finished, because we're going to graph more functions in the next exercises. Okay, so ito yung artwork na gagawin natin, no? Where we use functions to draw this Apple logo, no? So just to give you I'll show you how to do it, no? But how the logo is being drawn, no? But we will discuss it further later, no? We will discuss it in more detail, but just to give you an overview of the artwork that we're going to do before we study functions. One moment. Because I'm going to play it and I'm going to give you the link, no? This one. Okay, so this is the artwork. Yeah. Okay, so napansin nyo ba paano siya ginawa? So we used functions, no? Quadratic, sine, and cosine functions to create the outline, no? And then for some part, we also used arcs of circles, no? So pag-aaralan natin yan in detail, no? Gusto ko lang makita ninyo na ano ba yung gagawin natin before we learn about functions. Okay, so any questions? Nakita niyo ba yung drawing? Thumbs up? Okay, so yun. This is what we're going to draw, no, later. But before that, no, syempre kailangan niyo munang aralin yung function, no? Kailangan muna nating aralin, and I'm sure that some of you already know functions, no, but maybe some of you have already forgotten it. So we will try to have a brief review of what functions are and how to operate them. So I can give you the link to that, or maybe later, no? Para hindi natin ma-preempt, no, yung mga functions na gamitin natin. Okay, so let me Okay, so I encourage the technical persons in the room, no, and the teachers, no. Mas maganda siguro kung interactive tayo. I'll ask some questions because the next slides will, I think it's better if we have some interaction. So kindly assist the students to go to the nearest device, no, na may microphone that's connected to Zoom, so they can answer the questions, no? Okay, so this is a first transformation. Sa inyo kanina, we will learn a bit about transformation of functions. You will see that maybe some of you are not familiar with the functions that we use, pero yan, meron naman tayo sa baba na you can use other functions and use the transformation here. Okay, so I will give you maybe not 5 minutes, but 5 minutes now to answer to explore this, no? Yung tatlong graph na ito, yung f of x equals sine x, no? We already graphed that earlier, yung sine x. So yung g of x is sine x plus 2, and then h of x is sine x minus 3. And then try to think about these questions, no? Para mamaya pag nagtanong ako, some of you can volunteer on answering, no? And you can go to hindi man kailangan si teacher kung mayroong sa inyong isang connected sa Zoom, then just raise your hand, and then the teacher can call, and you can use the Zoom, the device is connected to Zoom to write your answer, no, or to say your answer. Okay? Okay po ba yun? So I'll give you 5 minutes. You can discuss with your seatmates kung ano nangyayari dito sa mga functions na yan. Don't worry if you don't know the function yet, no? Because you can try other functions that you know. Like for example, hindi pa kayo nagsa-sine function. You can use later quadratic function or linear function. All right, so 5 minutes. Graph and discuss with your seatmates. And then I'll see you at 10:16. Okay, I can give a 2-minute extension. Okay, so maybe we can have some answers for questions number 1 from the students, either sa Zoom or yung live audience natin, no? So we can, if you are in Zoom, if you're logged in, you can raise your hand. And if you're in the classroom, if you're not connected, just inform your teacher that you want to answer. So anyone, what do you observe about the graphs of F, G, and the H? May gusto bang sumagot? Anong napansin nyo doon sa graph? Siguro lapit na lang doon sa camera, no? Yung camera na naka-assign sa room, that the students can approach the camera and then answer. O meron tayo sa Zoom? Okay, so that's correct. They are all tama, no? Sabi nung ni Miss Jillian, wavy lines like waves. Oh, sorry. That's correct, no? They all okay. So that's correct. They all have wave-like graphs. Correct. What else? Anong napapansin niyo sa relationship nila? Yung anong pagkakaiba ng sin x plus 2 dun sa sin x? Okay, you can approach the camera dun sa in front of the classroom or you can inform your teacher. Ano napapansin niyo yung pagkakaiba nitong F tsaka G, for example? I'm sure hindi kayo. Tayo-tayo lang naman, hindi naman kailangan magkahiyaan. Wala kayong napansin? O meron sa ano? Sabi niya, if you add a constant number, the graph. Oh, this is very good, no? Sabi ni Miss Christina, if you add a constant number, the graph goes up, and if you subtract, the graph goes down. Andito rin yung sabi ni Miss Mariel, no? So, very good. Okay, so tignan natin, no? We can look at the graph, no? Nakikita nyo ba yung GeoGebra? Please thumbs up para mabilis tayo kung nakikita nyo na. Okay, so nakikita nyo na yung GeoGebra. So, okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, I'll do... Okay, so ano yung una natin? F of x equals sin x, no? Yan yung graph niya, di ba? And then, ano yung isa? Plus 2, di ba? So, f o g of x equals sin x plus 2. Umakyat siya, no? How many units ang inakyat niya nung nag-plus tayo? We can see the GeoGebra. Wait. Dali. So, maybe I stop. Alright, so ulitin ko. Hindi pala nakikita. I should be able to see it. Bakit kaya? Anyway. So yan, f of x equals sin x. Tapos g of x equals sin x plus 2. Umakyat siya, no? Umakyat siya ng 2 units. Diba? So makikita natin, for example, you will see that from here, umakyat siya ng 1 and then 2. And then also here, 1 and 2. And I guess sa lahat umakyat siya ng 2 units, no? What about minus, ano ba yun? Minus 3? What about h of x equals sin x minus 3? Ano nangyari sa kanya? Type your answer. So the graph moved up by 2 units, no? What about this one? When I subtracted 3. Okay, so it moved down. Okay, so by how many units? By 3, no? So parang if you add something, no? Yeah, that's correct. It moved by 3. So ang tanong ko sa inyo, will this be true? Tinry nyo ba siya sa ibang graph? Like sa quadratic, for example. Nag-move ba siya ng several units? Ano ba siya nag-up ba siya ng several units? Like for example, here we have x squared plus 3, and x squared minus 4. So we have p of x equals x squared. And then q of x equals x squared plus 3. So ano nangyari? Nag-move up din ba siya ng 3 units? Paano natin malalaman kung nag-move up? Dito obvious, di ba? 3 units. 1, 2, 3. Dito rin. 1, 2, 3. Bakit dito parang malapit? Nag-move up din ba siya ng 3 units? What do you think? Okay, pwede nating i-try, no? You can use the perpendicular line tool, no? Para makita. You don't have to use this in the actual, ano, no? Okay, so that's correct. Very good. Si Miss Chesa din, no, sabi niya, from what I've observed, each function moves down or up depending on the value next to the function. So yung constant, di ba? Yung constant na ina-add natin, yun yung movement niya, no? Yung up or down. So, eto mukha siyang malapit, di ba? Mukha siyang malapit yung parang hindi siya 3, no? Pero if we examine closely, like if we look at the coordinates, pwede nyo makita yung coordinates ng A and B, no? Kasi pareho silang nasa graph, no? If you look at the coordinates, no? Ito 1 point, and look at the y coordinates. Kasi mukhang mukha siyang di ba? Mukha siyang malapit, no? Pero kung titingnan nyo, ito yung value ng x ninyo. At x equals 1.31. Maybe I should make this a little larger. Yung ating font size. Para makita nyo sa screen. So nakikita nyo? So at x equals 1.31, yung isa 4.71, isa 1.71. So 3 pa rin, di ba? Nag-plus tayo ng 3 dito. Paano pag minove ko yan? 5.03, 2.03. Ayan. So nag-plus 3 talaga siya anywhere, di ba? So tama yung conjecture nyo kanina na if you add a number, then nag-market siya ng 3 units kasi 3 yung in-add natin, no? So dito mukha lang siyang malapit kasi pag ang tingin mo ay pag ganun, pero pag ang tingin mo ay vertical, plus 3 talaga siya anywhere, no? Tapos what about yung isa? That's minus 4, di ba? X squared. So r of x equals x squared minus 4. So pwede din nating intersect, no? Anong relationship niya dun sa We can, hindi nyo kailangan yung mga vertical line, no? Pinapakita ko lang sa inyo, no? You don't need to use that later. No? Okay, so yan. 0.37, di ba? Anong natin dito? This is x squared minus 4. So 3.63 minus 4. Ay, tama kaya yung ating So we can intersect. And then we can copy. Ayun. 0.97. Ano nangyayari sa niya? Pag nag-minus 4 ka, okay? Nagba-minus pa siya ng 4 units or minus 4. Nagma-minus 4 ba tayo dito? Okay, so nag-plus 3 ka. Okay, I don't know what happened, pero it should be minus 4, no? What is 0.19 minus 4? Tama naman. Negative 3.81, no? So, nagma-minus 4 siya doon sa y value. Okay, so pag dito, hindi lang siya ganun ka-obvious kasi minus. Yeah, but 0.1 minus 4 is negative 3.9. Okay, so anong conclusion natin, no? What's our conclusion? Do you have any conclusion regarding the ano? Ayun, merong conjecture, no? Adding, okay, I don't know, nag-PM sa akin, so I don't know kung baka ayaw ipabanggit yung name, no? So adding to Mariel's answer, sabi niya, yes, it does work on other functions. If you look at two functions, x squared and x squared plus 3, they're all located in the positive side of the y-axis, while functions r of x equals x squared minus 4 is located in the y-axis negative side. Okay, so all the difference of the first given function is that the first creates a horizontal wave while the second makes a parabola. All right, so ano ibig sabihin nun nung mga na-observe natin, di ba? Meaning, if you add the positive number, like pag nag-plus 3 ka doon sa function, umakyat siya ng 3 units, di ba? So like this one here. However, if you add the negative number, ano ibig sabihin if you add the negative number? Meaning you are subtracting, di ba? If you're adding plus negative 3, meaning you're subtracting 3, di ba? So pag nag-subtract ka ng 3, bumababa naman siya. So yun yung tinatawag natin na vertical translation. Isa yun sa mga transformation. No? Okay, so malinaw ba yan? Yan yung first transformation na na-aral natin. Very good yung mga nasa Zoom, no? Sana may sumagot din in front of the camera, no? Or masyado tayong mahihain. Right? Okay, what about the second transformation? Pang-una yan, no? Meron tayong 4 ngayon na pag-aaralan. What about this one? So again, I'll give you 7 minutes to graph this, no? These 3 functions. So kanina, nag-translate siya vertically, it moves vertically. If you add 3, it moves vertically upward by 3 units. If you minus 3, if you subtract 3, you move the function 3 units vertically downward by 3 units. No? So tingnan natin ito kung ano nangyayari dito. So 7 minutes, it's 10:30. Let's see each other at 10:37. Tulad ng dati, tingnan natin. Okay, so it's 10:37. Meron ba gustong sumagot doon sa question 1? Meron ba kayong na-observe? Anyone? You can use the chat box, or again, you can move towards the camera and Q is inside P. Okay. What about dun sa graph? Ano nangyayari? Pag ano pansin nyo yung X, ginawa nating X plus 1, di ba? Pansin nyo? For P and Q. Lahat ng X, ginawa nating X plus 1. So what happened when you did that? What happens to the graph of P? Saan siya napunta? Anyone? Ano pagkakaiba dun sa graph ng dalawang yan? Kanina, di ba, nag-move up siya and down? When you change X to X plus 1, what happens to the graph? Sige, stop share ko para nakikita ko kayo. Grade 10. Ang grade 10, wala bang ano? Parang ano nangyari? Ano nangyari? Walang sumasagot. Paano natin yan itutuloy? Tignan natin sige. Let me do it in GeoGebra. Ano yung function natin? The function is x squared plus 3x. X squared plus 3x. Alright, so tignan natin kung ano nangyari. Masyado ba kayo mahiyain? Parang wala yatang sumasagot. Sige nga, i-graph natin si GeoGebra. Let's see what happens. So meron tayong f. Anong pangalan ng function kanina? P of x is equal to x squared plus 3x. Yan. Tapos, meron tayong q of x. Lahat ng x ay pinalitan natin ng x plus 1. So, yung x, ginawa natin x plus 1 and then squared. Tapos, yung 3x, ginawa natin 3 times x plus 1. Ano napansin nyo? What's the difference between the two? Anyone? You can use the chat box. Anong movement? Anong movement yung nangyari sa kanya? Kanina up and down, di ba? Anyone? Ito siya, nagaling siya dito. Saan siya pumunta? Right ba? Ito yung original function natin, ha, yung ano, yung original function natin ay gray, tapos yung nag-plus 1 tayo, itong blue, yan. To the left, very good. So nung nag-plus 1 tayo, nag-move to the left siya, yung pinalitan natin yung x tsaka x plus 1, no? Tapos, ano yung isa? X minus 4. So r of x equals, pag nag-minus tayo ng 4, x minus 4 squared, then plus 3 times x minus 4. Ano nangyari sa kanya? Yan, green. O red, para kitang-kita. Red. Ano nangyari? Dito siya nanggaling, di ba? Yung x squared plus 3x, tapos ano nangyari? Pwede siguro i-relay na lang ni teacher yung sagot, no? Pag may sumasagot dyan, ay pwedeng the teacher can relay it. Kasi I'm sure may mga sumasagot sa inyo, no? May pinahihiya lang. Okay, so ano napapansin nyo? Halimbawa, ginawa ko tong plus 2. Anong prediction nyo? If I make this plus 2 instead of 1, magra-right ba siya or magle-left? If I change x plus 1 to x plus 2, babalik ba siya dito or mas mag-move pa siya sa right o left? Sa left o left? Tignan natin, ha? So 2 and then this one magiging 2. Ayun. Okay? Pag nag-minus 8 kaya ako, magla-left kaya o magra-right? Ayun. Nag-right pa siya. Sana napapansin nyo, pag plus, move to the left or move to the right? Obvious, no? Pag nag-plus ka, parang baliktad siya kasi kanina, pag nag-plus tayo sa kanina, tumataas siya. Pag nag-minus ka, bumababa siya. Pero ito parang baliktad. Pag nag-plus ka, pumunta siya sa left. Pero pag nag-minus ka, pumunta siya sa right. So that's the difference. Meaning, okay, adding a positive number to the input. Magkaiba, naalala nyo kanina nag-add tayo dun sa output, no? Ito yung, di ba ito yung x natin input, ito yung output. So yung output is the sin x and we add 2 to the sin x, to sin x, no? Sin x yung output. Pero dito, ito yung output niya, di ba? The entire output is x squared plus 3x. So kung mag-add tayo sa output ng 1, dito dapat tayo magpa-plus 1, no? Dapat dito, no? Dapat dyan, pag sa output ka, mag-add, no? But here, we are adding to the input, and the input is x, no? So if you add the 1, if you add 1 to the input value, meaning yung x, gagawin yung x plus 1, the graph translates to the left, no? And adding a negative number, meaning minus 1, or minus any number, minus 3, minus 7, translates the graph to the right. Okay, so naalala nyo to sa mga grade 8 or 9? So meaning, ano yung h dito? The h moves the function. Ito yung quadratic function, di ba? It moves the function left and right, di ba? And then, the k moves the function up and down. Halimbawa, tignan natin, no? Ay, nakita nyo ba kanina yung PowerPoint, no? So, yung PowerPoint, if you have the function f of x equals a times quantity x minus h plus k, wag muna natin pag-usapan yung a. Is Miss Arian Omboy a teacher or a student? May nag-request kasi ng recording. Or napindot lang. Okay, napindot lang. Okay? So, x minus h, ibig sabihin yung x minus h natin dito is, ito yung horizontal movement, di ba? Kasi ito yung nandun kanina sa, you are adding to the input, no? And this one is adding to the output. So if you have a function, no? If you have a function, for example, that's f of x equals x minus, halimbawa, squared. Diba ito yung pinaka-original function natin, x squared, no? And then f of x equals x minus something plus something squared ito. So this should be g of x equals x minus 2, for example, squared, and then plus 3. So meaning, ano ibig sabihin ng minus 2 na ito? It moves the function to the right by 2 units. Tapos pag nag-plus 3 ka, it moves the function up by 3 units. No? So pag halimbawa, gusto ko siyang, I want the function to be somewhere here, like this one. So meaning, I have to move the original function by 4 units to the left. Meaning, magpa-plus 4 ako, di ba? Kasi pakaliwa, by 4 units, pero sabi natin para baliktad yung horizontal movement. So I move this here, and then, ano yung y ko? I have to add 2. So meaning, para malipat ko ito dito, I have to add 2. Okay? So yun yung napag-aralan natin na horizontal and vertical movement ng function. Right? Don't worry, I'll give you the handouts later. Bigyan ko kayo ng handouts. Next, this is a third transformation that you will learn. Please graph the following. Medyo marami-raming function ito. So I'll give you maybe 9 minutes to explore this and then answer the following questions. Try to think about these questions. So 9 minutes, it's 10:50. We'll see each other at 10:59. Ay, mga sirs, mag-ano ba sila? Magbe-break ba sila? Okay, pa isa-isa lang daw yung break. So, sige. So again, 10:51, I'll see you at 11 o'clock kasi medyo mahihirap itong i-type. So I'll give you 9 minutes to graph and then to discuss with your seatmates. Maybe ask some questions from your teacher. Then we'll discuss at 11 o'clock exactly. Ay, hindi ba naka-share? Sorry, hindi ba naka-share itong ano? Okay, I hope naka-share na, no? Hindi ko ba na-share kanina yung ganitong yung screen na to? Was it still in GeoGebra? Okay. So I'll give you the full 9 minutes. So mag-extend tayo ng 4 minutes, 11:04. Okay, so meron ba tayong sagot sa sa first question? Okay, so pag lumalaki daw yung numero, lumalaki din yung length ng turning point o curve. Any more answer? Okay, so medyo gahol tayo sa time, so let's see, no? Okay, so tingnan natin. Let's go to GeoGebra. X squared, x cubed minus 4x, no? So f of x equals x cubed minus 4x. Tapos ang ginawa niya, minultiply niya by 2, no? So g of x equals 2 times x cubed minus 4x. Okay? Tapos what about the other? Naka-point pala ako, no? Times 3, no? So h of x equals 3 times x cubed minus 4x. Ano napapansin nyo? Parang inaano siya, no? Yung kaniyang sabi nga ni Miss Ira or Ira, or I'm not sure kung anong pronunciation. Parang lumalaki yung turning point daw, no? So actually nasa stretch siya vertically, no? Parang binabanat mo yung graph vertically, no? Pag maliit naman yung number like 0.5, no? So halimbawa g of x equals 0.5 times x cubed. 0.5 times x cubed minus 4x. Yan. No? So it's about stretching vertically. So pwede natin yung i-try, no? Sa sin x, for example. You can try also with sin x. Or cosine x this time. F of x equals cosine x. Paano mangyayari pag minultiply natin by 2? Diba? So nasa stretch siya vertically. Pag minultiply natin by 5. 5, say 4. Cosine x. So yun, in-stretch niya by a factor of the number here. No? So from 1, pag nag-4 ka, magta-times 4 lahat nung y value niya, di ba? So here is 1 and then this is 4, no? Of course, pag nandito ka banda, siguro mga 1.6. Pag nag-times 4 ka, ano yun? 3.2. No, this is ano pala, 0.6. Pag around 0.5, pag pag nag-times 4 ka, magtutu siya, no? Yung y value niya. So it's actually stretching the graph vertically. No? Okay, and as you can see, okay, ang tawag yan vertical scaling or vertical stretching, no? So multiplying the outputs. Remember, ang multiply natin ay outputs, no? Yung cosine x, 3 times cosine x, no? Multiplying the outputs by a number greater than 1 will stretch the graph vertically, no? The graph will look steeper, no? As nakita nyo, ito yung f of x natin, ito yung 3f of x. So mas steeper siya, and then nasa stretch siya vertically. And then multiplying the outputs by a number between 0 and 1, no? Like this 1/3, will shrink. Nasi-shrink siya, no? Vertically. The graph will look flatter. Okay? Okay, and ganun din dito. Nakita naman natin kanina to sa cosine function, no? Mas malaki yung height nung 2f of x sa f of x. Okay? We don't have a lot of time, no? So siguro i-demo ko na lang ito. Yung sa input, no? Kanina output yung minultiply natin, di ba? If you have the function sin x, if you multiply the output, magiging 2 sin x siya. Pero dito, we multiply the input, yung nasa loob, no, yung x. And then, yung 1/2 x. No? So, tignan nga natin. Okay, so f of x equals sin x, halimbawa. And then, kung gusto nyo x cubed, pwede naman. We'll use another function later. G of x equals sin 2x. So ito naman, hindi siya nasi-stretch vertically, no? Nasi-shrink siya vertically. So pag malaki yung minultiply mo, mas iiksi siya. So parang baliktad din, naalala nyo kanina yung sa left and right translation, no? Pag nag-multiply ka pag nag-minus ka, papunta siya sa right. Pag nag-plus ka, papunta siya sa left. Ito parang baliktad din siya, no? So, yung horizontal. Ang horizontal stretching, pag nag-multiply ka ng malaking number, masiiksi yung cycle, no? Pag nag-multiply ka ng maliit na number, halimbawa h of x equals sin 1/2 x. Ayun, humaba siya. Humaba yung length niya ng cycle. So pwede natin i-try ito. Pwede you can hide the function by clicking on this, no? Nandyan lang sila pero naka-hide. So by clicking on the circle, pwede nyo silang i-hide. So if you can use another function like s of x, for example, equals x cubed. Ano mangyayari pag x okay, x x cubed minus 3x o 5x halimbawa. Ano mangyayari pag i-multiply natin yung x ng 1/2, no? So lahat ng x, we multiply by 1/2 yung input. So magiging 1/2 ito. And then magiging 1/2 ito. 1/2. Okay? So, mas nagiging flatter siya, no? Same here. Yung kanyang maybe it should be 1/2. Okay, so hindi siya kita dito, no? But as you can see from here, mas kita siya yung kanyang stretching and vertical and horizontal stretching. So, meaning, no, as you multiply the inputs by a number greater than 1, nag-shrink siya, baliktad, no? Pag mas malaking number sa 1. If you multiply the graph of the function by between 0 and 1, it stretches the graph horizontally. So ito yung f of x equals 1/2. Mas mas mahaba yung cycle niya kaysa doon sa function na 1 lang yung x niya and yung 2, no? Okay, so any questions so far doon sa ating transformations? Napag-aralan natin yung 4 na transformation, no? Yung vertical translation, Okay? Yung horizontal translation, yung vertical scaling, tsaka yung horizontal scaling. Okay? So, pwede rin natin putulin yung function, no? Halimbawa, yun, meron tayong graph na f of x equals x squared kasi yun nga, kung makita nyo kanina yung sa animation, no, paano natin ginawa yung Apple logo, we have to cut the function, no? And cutting the function will require the change of domain, no? I hope I'm correct. Yeah. So ito, from -1 to 2, for example, you have the function f of x equals x squared. At gusto mo ang domain niya ay from -1 to 2. So you can just type f of x equals x squared from -2. X is greater than -2, but less than or equal to 3. Okay, so pwede nating i-demo yan. Kasi kakailanganin yan pag gumawa kayo ng artwork nyo. O halimbawa, itong sin x na ito, paano kung gusto ko lang siya from 1 to 5? So magkakama lang ako sa kanya, and then x is greater than or equal to 1, pero less than or equal to 5. Ito lang siya. Ito lang yung gusto kong function. So of course, I can adjust. Kung gusto kong hanggang 6, halimbawa, nagbago yung isip ko hanggang 6. Yan lang siya. Okay, any questions? Tanong ba tayo? Alright, so balikan natin yung artwork, no? Let's go back to the artwork. Ulitin natin. So napag-aralan niyo yan, different types of functions. No? Kung hindi nyo nakuha lahat, it's okay because I'll give you the handouts later. And then you can study it.
Yawa, wala ko.
Parang mayroong naka-open na mic. Sino kaya? Right? Yan. Nakita nyo, pinutol niya yung function from here to here. So, kailangan ninyo yan later if you create your artwork. Yan. Pinutol niya yung function from here, from -2 to 2. No? Alright, so gagawin na natin itong function na ito, no? Okay, so paano natin gagawin ito? Paano natin i-import yung logo na yun, no? Yung yan, how do we import pictures like for example, one moment. Okay, so suppose we want to import the image, yung Apple logo, no? Kasi gagawin natin, i-trace natin siya, no? Of course, pwede rin namang hindi nyo siya i-trace, no? Kung magaling kayo mag-drawing, pwede namang hindi, no? So, that's one if you can draw without tracing, then it's okay, no? All right, so from GeoGebra, no, I think we don't have a lot of time, no, but from GeoGebra, pwede kong insert yung any image. Okay, nakikita nyo na, no? I can insert in any image from my computer, no? So I have to download. And then I can just use this tool, no? Yung image tool. And then I can browse, no? My computer. And I can look for the image, no? So madali lang, no? And then I can put the image somewhere. Diba dito? Okay, so yun na yun, using this tool, image. And if you already have the image on your computer or on your GeoGebra file, pwede na natin i-trace yung function na yun, no? One moment. Okay, so nandyan pa ba kayo? Okay, so ito na. This is the moment of truth, no? So hindi ko kailangan tong dalawang points na to. I have the logo here. At gusto kong i-trace itong Apple logo na ito using functions, no? So, kung mapapansin nyo, if you can notice, parang tong part na to, para siyang quadratic function, di ba? Tong part na to. Pwede tayong mag-quadratic function dito and then we can just cut the function, no? Using the domain, no? So, try nga natin yung f of x equals x squared. Okay? Yan yung itsura ng f of x equals x squared, no? Now, how do I move the graph? To the left by 2 units. Magpa-plus ba ako? Magma-minus. Please use the chat. Pag papuntang left ba, plus or minus? Gusto kong i-move ng 2, di ba? 2 units dito. Okay, plus. Very good. So, mag-move ako ng... So, gagawin ko plus 2. So, x plus 2 squared, no? Ayun. Very good, no? Tama si Christopher, no? Tapos, gusto kong i-buka ng konti, no? This is a bit steep, no? So, naalala nyo kanina yung sa A natin. Ano i-multiply ko dito para bumuka siya ng konti? Is it a larger number than 1? Because there's a 1 here, di ba? Parang meron yung 1, di ba? So, ano kaya? Is it a number larger than 1 or smaller than 1? Try natin. Paano pag larger than 1? Ano ba? 2. Ano sa tingin nyo mangyayari pag 2? Ayun. Lumiit lalo. So, hindi, no? Smaller. Very good, very good. Very good si Christopher. So, magiging 0.5 lang kunwari. Ayun. Almost, siya, no? Almost tama siya. Okay, so maybe mas maliit ng konti, 0.45. Ang 0.5 is 0.50, di ba? Ayun, saktong-sakto. 0.45, no? Tapos, puputulin ko siya from here. up to here, no? So ano sa tingin niyo ang coordinates nito? Mga 4 point something, di ba? 4.6, negative 4.6. So pwede ko siyang less than or equal to negative 4.6. Greater than or equal to negative 4.6. Ayun, sakto yung putol natin, no? Sakto. And then maybe, hindi siya eksakto na 2 dito, no? Kung mapapansin nyo, hindi siya eksakto na 2. So maybe somewhere here, negative 1.9. Yung kanyang kanan. So, kung makikita nyo, pinalitan niya ng if, no? So you just have to change the coordinates here nung domain ninyo. So maybe from negative 4.6 to negative 1.9. Ayun, naputol na natin siya. Okay? So, kung gusto nyo, hindi naman talaga yan magpa-perfect, no? O, kung syempre, you can estimate as much as you can, as accurate as you can. Pero kung hindi talaga kaya, of course, ang artist naman ay hindi naman talagang ginagaya ng sobra-sobra yung ano, do. Meron tayong tatawag na artistic interpretation, no? Okay? Next, I can use the same, ano, di ba? The same function para dito. Diba? So, ulitin ko, f of x equals x. G of x naman ngayon, g of x equals x squared. But this time, I want to go to the right. No? I want to move this to the right. So, sabi ni Christopher kanina, plus, meaning, pag papuntang right, minus naman siya. So, I can go for minus 2 squared. Baka pareho lang sila nito, no? Kasi bumuka ng konti, baka symmetric siya. So maybe I can do 0.45 also. Oy, tamang-tama lang. And then puputulin ko siya from saan to saan? Tingin nyo. Anyone? Pwede bang 1.9 din? Kasi dito naging negative 1.9 ako, di ba? So maybe here from 1.9 to, pwede bang 4.6 din? Tingnan natin. So x is greater than or equal to 1.9 and then 4.6. Okay. So medyo sobra siya ng konti. Mapapansin nyo may sobra siya ng konti. Maybe 4.5. Palitan natin to 4.5. Yung domain natin. Oy, hindi rin siya. Masyado naman siyang umikse. So maybe 4.55. So nakita nyo, guess and check din siya, no? Pero yung pag-guess and check natin, meron tayong basis, di ba? Hindi siya yung sobrang hula-hula, no? May math tayo na pinanggagalingan, no? Okay? What about this one? Pwede ba yung sin x? Parang ano siya, di ba? Yung sin x natin kanina. Wavy siya. Sin x. Ayan, o cosine x kaya. Ayun, cosine x. So, we choose a different name, h of x equals cosine x. Mataas siya, so it's horizontally stretched. Meaning, saan tayo pwede mag-multiply? Sa loob o sa labas? Sa labas, sa output is vertical stretching. Sa loob is horizontal stretching. So gusto nating pababain to ng halos kalahati. So maybe we can type 0.5 doon sa labas, sa output niya. What about 0.5 here? Yan, almost siya, no? Pero, hindi siya umi-eksakto dito. So maybe 0.45. Lapit na. 0.4. Tapos gusto ko iangat natin ng konti. Iangat natin ng konti ito. That's vertical translation, no? So magpa-plus ka naman doon sa inyong Output. Maybe 0.2. Sobra naman, 0.1. Yeah, almost, no? So, pwede na yan, no? You can, of course, make it as accurate as possible. Kung gusto nyo 0.07, wala naman. Or maybe 0.1 is okay. Okay? And then, saan siya galing? From -2 to 2. Or maybe from -1.9 to 1.9. So, yung x value natin, from -1.9 to 1.9. Okay? Yan na yung h natin. And we can make this thicker. No? Right? Nandyan pa ba kayo? Raise your hand nga kung nandyan pa kayo. Mukhang nag-lunch na yata yung iba. Wala pa naman nagla-lunch, ano? Okay. Siguro I can give a recording of this, yung sa part na to to the student kung masyadong mahirap siya sa ngayon intindihin. Okay, so yan, kita naman mukhang okay naman siya from afar, no? Right? So minsan may mga pagkakataon na mahirap gamitin yung function. Like for example, this part here, hindi pwede itong function kasi maano siya eh. Hindi siya papasa sa vertical line test, no? So meaning you can use other tools like dito sa toolbar. Pwede tayong gumamit dito ng circumcircular arc. So pag circumcircular arc, meron kang 3 points tapos gagawa siya ng arc. So maybe I can have 1 point here, another point here, and another point here. Tapos gagamit ako ng circumcircular arc para sa 3 points na ito. Yan. Ayun. Okay? So hindi ko na ito kailangan. I-hide ko na lang siya. Right-click and then show object. Pag hindi mo kailangan, just right-click and then show object. Pero nandito naman lahat yan, no? Sa algebra view, no? So kung gusto niyo ibalik, nandyan lang siya. And if you want to show and hide the algebra view, nandito lang siya. So go to the menu and then click on view. Ayan, nawawala yung algebra view kung hindi nyo naman kailangan. No? Right? So if you don't need the labels, you can just right-click and then show label. No? So kung gusto nyo gawing ibang kulay yan, and then no, you have to yan. Right? Okay, so ganun din dito. Parang kailangan natin ng circle dito. So maybe 3 points. And then you can use the arc, circumcircular arc. And yung para dito rin, no? I think from here, of course, you can still use functions, no? Mas maganda kung functions kasi functions yung lesson natin. Eh. Pero dahil nagmamadali tayo, you can use this. Yan. Yan. And this one also here. 3 points lang kailangan para gumawa ng curve. So you can use other objects, no? Pero syempre, kung gusto niyo mas astig yung gawa nyo, you can use functions everywhere, no? Kung kaya. Yung circle kasi pwedeng putulin yan eh para maging function. You can cut it here tapos itong papalitan niyo yung domain. No? So next, paano to? Pwede kong gawing function ito, maybe sin x kasi gumamit ako ng cosine x para iba-iba. Gumamit ba tayo ng cosine x kanina? Yeah. So I can use sin x. I can use j of x equals sin x. Gusto ko siyang iakyat Saan banda? Mga nasa 10 ito, di ba? So I can my plus 10 maybe. So add the output by 10 or to 10. Yan. Sobra, maybe 9. Actually, mga 8 yan, no? And then, gusto ko siyang iusog. Gusto kong iusog tong center na to dito. So, ano nga horizontal translation? Doon ka sa input, di ba? It moves to the right or moves to the left. So, I will move to the right. So, maybe -1. Pag right, di ba, minus? Yan. Konti pa, maybe 1.5. Para yung itong part na to nandito sa center. Tapos, iakyat ko siya ulit. So, 1.5. Ayan, yan na siya. And then, akyat ko ng konti. Maybe plus 9. Yan. Tapos, vertical stretch siya. So, multiply the output ng mas maliit na number. So, maybe 0.5. Okay? Maybe 0.4. Tapos, baba natin siya ng konti. So, babawasan natin itong 9. Maybe 8. Sobra, 8.5. Yun, almost, no? Siguro mas konting taas ng konti, 45. And then baba ng konti para dumugtong siya dito sa ano. Or maybe you can move this. Yan, and then move this also. Yan, okay na siya. And then from -2 to 2. No? So from -2 up to 2. Okay? So hindi naman kailangan sobrang perfect, no? Of course, kung may time kayo, you can make it as perfect as possible, no? So maybe ito ay pag dinoble click niyan, makikita niyo yung equation, so you can edit from here, no? So kagaya nito, sobra siya sa 2, maybe 1.9. I can put it 1.9. Pwede ko pa siyang ma-edit. Right? Pag hindi kailangan yung objects, pangit kasi pag maraming objects tas di naman kailangan, no? So, i-right click lang and then hide. And then pag hindi naman kailangan yung label, no? Yan. To label. Masira na yan dito, no? Okay, so I guess you get the idea, no? Ayan, meron na tayong artwork, no? So maybe put this to 7 also, just like the others. And of course, you can make as many functions as you can. Doon sa drawing, kaso dito, because of the time constraint, nagawa na lang tayo nung circumcircular arcs. Okay? Yan. And then yan. And we are done with the logo. Ayun. No? So, ang gagawin natin para meron kayong reference, maybe I'll cut the video, yung part na to where we draw the function. And then bibigyan ko sa mga teachers ninyo, and if you want, no, you can watch it again, no, para siguro mga 10-20 minutes lang yan, no, hindi naman siya masyadong mahaba. So you can watch it again, no, at you can study the video para paggawa nyo ng inyong artwork ay magamit nyo yung napag-aralan nyo dito sa video, no. So, gandahan nyo yung artwork nyo, wag yung damihan yung mga hindi kailangang mga points na nakalagay tapos merong mga label, no. Kasi hindi siya maganda pag gano'n, di ba? Yan. So that's our Apple logo. And if you want to hide the logo itself, no, pwede naman yun. Ayun na siya. Okay? Any questions? May tanong ba tayo? Okay. Okay, so gusto nyo ba makita yung mga gawa ng mga ibang estudyante? Okay, so I'll show you the work of other students, no? Okay, so this one is from Aurora National Science High School. ang lahat ng ano niya, lahat ng ginawa niya dito, lahat functions, no? So talagang nag-effort siya. And since functions yung lesson natin, of course, kung ako yung teacher, mas mataas yung grade nito, no? Doon sa mga hindi gumamit ng yung mga konti lang yung function. Of course, may other ano diyan criteria like yung beauty yung gaano makaganda yung artwork and so on. Pero in terms of function, mataas ang score nito kasi lahat ng ginamit niya puro function. Here is another work by Ira Galvez from Iloilo National High School. So marami din siyang functions pero hindi lahat functions. Gumamit din siya ng mga circular arcs, no? Here is another work by Dart Tizon, bago lang to, Valencia National High School from Cebu. So sila gumagamit sila, eto cellphone lang gamit nito, no? In-expand ko lang siya using the computer. But if you look at the work, pwede kong ipakita sa inyo. Cellphone siya, kaya makikita niyo yung applet niya ay ano. Yung applet niya ay maliit kasi cellphone yung gamit niya, no? So, yeah. This is the actual applet, no? Ayan. Maliit siya kasi gamit niya cellphone. So makikita niyo lahat ng gamit niya ay function. So here, ayan, mga functions yung gamit niya, no? Okay, so grade 11 ito. So of course, yung mga grade 10, hindi ko kayo ma-expect to have as complicated functions as this, no? Pero meron din namang simpleng-simple lang yung ginamit, no? Sa paggawa ng ano. Halimbawa yung kanina, ano lang yon yung nakita nyo kanina, quadratic lang yon. At saka ano, the first artwork, wala siyang ibang ginamit, quadratic lang yan. This one. Puro quadratic lang yan, saka ano. Makikita nyo puro quadratic, saka linear function. So wala naman siyang ibang ginamit. Okay? So kahit di nyo alam yung mga trigonometric, you can do a good artwork also. Beautiful artwork. Okay? This one, by Marcus Norway. Meron niyang animation. So kung makita nyo animated yan. And then, ito yung kay Michelle Florito. Marami din siyang functions na ginamit. Pero may mga conics din siya na ginamit. And ito yung kay Kirtlin. So gumawa siya ng shake, di ba? Tapos nag-animate din to, no? So maybe I can show you the actual applets para ma-inspire kayo gumawa, no? Nilinis ko lang to, no, kasi yung iba may mga labels but the actual applet hindi pa nila tinanggal. So sana pag kayo gumawa ng applet ninyo ay malinis, di ba? Malinis dapat. So let me show you. Ayan, so ito yung kanina. Ito yung kay Marquez Norway. So ito nyo, gumamit siya ng animation, no? Maganda yung kanyang ginawang animation, very ano. And this one, to cellphone din gamit nito. So gumamit siya ng, isa lang yung ginamit niya na arc, no? Circular arc. So ginamitan niya ng circle tapos kinalahati niya. And then all the others, lahat na nakikita nyo are all functions also. So may mga square root functions siya na ginamit. Okay? And this one, ayun, medyo, yan, makikita nyo gumagalaw yung mga ano, di ba, yung mga pearls dun sa shake. Ayun, dapat pag gumawa kayo ng artwork, wala na mga label na ganyan para maganda siyang tignan. Kaya when I capture the artwork, I inano ko siya, nilinis ko siya, no? Okay, so that's it. Again, I'll just cut the video para makita niyo yung paano ginawa yung apple kasi medyo mabilis. And then I think bibigyan kayo ni teacher ng 1 month to create your artwork and to submit, no? Okay, so that's it. The remaining time, the remaining 15 minutes will be used for just question and answer, and for the teachers also, if you have some questions. And then we are done. May mga tanong ba tayo, Sir Haka, Sir Ayok, and si Ma'am Yap? Oh, nawala na yung ibang ano, no? Nasa Zoom, ano na? Only 23 remain in the Zoom. Baka nawala na ng load. Ay, si Sir Starglide. Welcome. Nandito pala si Sir. May questions ba? Nandito pa ba si Sir ano? Mukhang nawala na yung mga teachers sa Zoom.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. May sisiyap po. Okay na po, sir. Wala na pong tanong yung mga bata.
Okay, so pwede na nating i-end, no? Can we formally end po?
Okay po.
Okay, so kids, maraming salamat, no, sa pag-attend, no? And ini-expect namin yung mga gandang artwork ninyo, no? Kasi I'm sure kaya nyo rin yung mga ginawa ng mga ibang estudyante, no? Kailangan lang maging creative. You ask your teacher if kung meron kayong questions, and then you have to i-assist kayo ng mga teachers ninyo to create your GeoGebra account, no? Kasi doon yung i-upload yung inyong mga applets, no? Tapos ang isasubmit niyo sa ating submission form ay yung URL lang, no? So just to give you a brief example, no? Bibigyan namin kayo ng 1 month to do your artwork, no? So ganito mangyayari, no? Just 5 more minutes maybe. Yan, so halimbawa, meron kayong artwork. Halimbawa, yung may artwork kayo, nakagawa kayo ng artwork ninyo. So ito na yon, pag na-upload na ninyo, ang isasubmit ninyo na URL ay ito. So, kakopy nyo lang yan and then you submit to Zoom, no? So, meron kayong submission form. Let me show you the submission form. 1 moment. Okay, so yung itsura ng submission form ganito, no? So you put your last name, your first name, grade level ninyo, no? And then school, no? Ito Aurora lang kasi yung nakalagay dito. And then dito niyo ilalagay yung URL, no? Yung URL ng inyong yung kanina, no? Yung itsura niya, geogebra.org/m and then /blank. And this is the title. Mas maganda kung yung title ng nakalagay sa GeoGebra, pareho ng title dito, no? So, dapat pareho yung title, brief description of your artwork, Yun, may mga konting tanong dyan. And then next lang and then submit. Importante itong URL, no? And the teachers, no? I'm sure i-assist naman kayo ng teacher ninyo sa submission. Siguro I'll create a short video on how to submit your artwork sa Google Classroom and then pwede ko rin i-post na lang sa web para mabigay sa inyo ni teacher. Okay? Okay na? Alright, so thank you very much for attending. No? Sana meron kayo natutunan. And aabangan namin yung mga artwork ninyo. No? Okay na, ma'am?
Okay na po, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, sir. Andito pala si Sir Arman, no? Sir, thank you, thank you. So, abang na lang tayo sa mga submissions ng ating mga estudyante. Thank you very much, kids.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Sige, mag-lunch na kayo. Bye. End ko na.